Many of us over the last few years have recognised that different situations in life require us to take on a slightly different way of being, a different way of communicating, and that sometimes we need to be very directive, we need to be telling people things. Other times we need to be collaborative and maybe advice giving or turn taking in terms of working together and partnership. And then there are times that actually it's really, really important for us to take a back seat and be able to facilitate somebody else's thinking. Now, in effect, that's using a coaching approach. And it can have a huge impact on other people's confidence levels, their ability to problem solve, their chances of being able to go out and enact things that they've generated. Most of us as humans do learn from being told stuff or shown stuff, but most of us have deeper learning if we've tapped into something inside ourselves. Particularly, those solutions, those answers that are somewhere inside us, we just can't grab them, we just can't put our finger on them. In those situations, using a coaching approach and having coaching conversations can deliver that. It isn't about telling, it isn't about advising, it's about facilitating somebody else's conversation. Their conversation, their internal dialogue. Now, lots of people talk about coaching in work and having a coaching culture. Now, from my perspective, and it's a very straightforward perspective, as a coach, there are two really powerful things to think about when you want to have a coaching conversation with someone. The first one is about being compassionate to them, imagining what it must be like in their situation, but also being compassionate to yourself. So not thinking about being the perfect coach, but rather thinking about how you're going to work with this person with a real sense of empathy and compassion. The second point is about being curious. It's not about wanting to fix something, unbreak it, change it, but about using curiosity to help the other person come up with their own answers. Asking open questions. Asking questions purely based on what they've told you already. Not following your own track, but going with them. Being curious on their behalf. Sometimes it might be about sharing very subtle observations, but it's really important that your curiosity is aimed at them, not curious about your own stuff. Remember, you're facilitating their conversation. You're not giving stuff to them. It's about them, not about you. I hope that's been helpful. If you want to find out more, we've got all sorts of resources in our personal mastery program. We also provide training in coaching skills and can set you up with people who are active coaches currently.